You made it 7 days without gambling. 7 days of urges, emotion, discomfort, and growth. You might not feel like a new person yet, but let's pause and acknowledge this. You did what many people don't. You started, and you kept going. That matters. My name's Rob, and this is the final episode of a 7-day series where I am trying to lay out everything that I did in early recovery from gambling addiction. I made my last bet on November the 12th of 2022, and this channel as well as this series is built because I don't want you to ever feel like you're alone in the journey. I've made these last 7 videos because I remember exactly what I felt like the first week that I tried to leave gambling behind. I felt totally empty, isolated, and alone, and of course broke. And I don't want you to feel negative anymore. This series, I truly hope that thus far it's been helpful to your recovery journey, because it took me a lot of trial and error to get to the point where I'm now 2.5+ years clean from gambling, and I hope that I can help you get there just a little bit faster than I did. In the grand scheme of life, 1 week might not sound like much, but in recovery, it's a mountain. You went 7 days without giving in. You chose honesty over secrecy, stillness over chaos, healing over chasing. You proved to yourself that you can live without gambling, even when it felt impossible. Every day you said no, you were building momentum, even if it didn't feel that way. This week wasn't about perfection. It was all about progress. And you made it through. But remember, let's keep it real. 1 week clean doesn't mean that the urges are gone. It doesn't mean the healing is done. The addiction will try to tell you, see, you proved you can stop. Maybe now you can gamble responsibly. That voice is a trap, because this isn't just about stopping. It's about changing your relationship with gambling. You're not entirely fixed. You're learning. You're rewiring, rebuilding, and that takes time. And now you have proof that you can do hard things. But that's what I thought the first week that I stopped, right? I thought, I can do this. I can limit my deposits now. I can figure this out. I can do this responsibly. It'll be different this time if I go back. You have to remember that that's the addiction talking to you. Someone who is a gambling addict can never go back to responsible or normal gambling. We are learning that our relationship with gambling is that if we gamble, life goes to shit. Don't let yourself get fooled into thinking that you're cured now, because as much progress as you're making, and you're going to continue to make more progress each and every day. If you go back and you place that first bet, it's just a matter of time until you spiral into the same exact situation that you were in the day that you made your last bet. Don't make that mistake. Recovery doesn't mean cured. It means that the addiction has been arrested. Always in the back of your head, that pilot light's going to be on, and it can flare up with those urges. So you need to make sure that you're putting the systems that we've talked about through the rest of this series in place, so that when those urges arise, you're ready to deal with them. But don't think that you got this thing beat, because it is a work in progress, not perfection. Looking forward, some people like counting clean days. Some don't. Either's okay. What matters more than milestones is momentum. Am I showing up more honestly? Am I using the tools that I've learned? Am I reaching out instead of isolating when I'm stressed out? Am I catching myself before the spiral? If the answer is yes, that's momentum. Recovery isn't a calendar, it's a direction. Keep heading toward the life that you actually want to build, and brick by brick, day by day, you will get there. So what now? What happens after this video ends after day 7? Here's what your week 2 toolbox might include. A regular meeting, GA, smart recovery, online support groups of some kind, maybe meeting with a therapist who understands gambling addiction, talking to a few people more regularly that you can set up a weekly check-in, a routine that includes structure, not chaos, a plan for when urges hit, like your 5-minute survival guide you built. You've done the emergency response, but now it's time for recovery with depth and stability. But first, celebrate. This is a big deal, seriously. Take a photo, I'm smiling with you. Light a candle, go journal, go for a walk, and tell yourself, I did something hard. Then, you're right back at it with a week 2 plan. What's one recovery action that you're going to commit to? Let me know in the comments below. It could be a meeting, a new routine, opening up to someone, starting therapy. Write it down, put it in the comments. While you're in the comments, I want you to leave one more message. What would you say to someone that's just starting this series, that's 7 days behind you, that's on day 1? What's something that you would tell them, knowing that you've been where they are? Whatever it is, that's the gift of this journey. Being able to pass it on to the next person that's going through the very same problem that you are. That's why I decided to make this channel. I really didn't know what to do when I stopped. I didn't know how to fill my time, but I also didn't really know how to recover. I knew that I should go to meetings. I knew maybe I should talk to someone, but it all felt so disconnected and impersonal. Being able to talk to this camera, and for a while it was in the basement of my mom's house. Hey mom. It changed my perspective on things. Even though I was alone in the room and I was talking to a camera, it felt like I was engaging with people from all over Earth that had the very same problem that I had. And I'm not telling you that you need to go out and make content, but what I am telling you is I found something that I love to do that gives me joy. Even when I'm exhausted, even when it's 9:30 at night after working 12 hours all day to make sure that I'm helping as many people as I can. It's something that makes me feel like I'm giving back to something bigger than myself. And I truly, truly hope, whoever you are, whatever you've done, whatever your age is, whatever your interests are, I hope that you find that thing for yourself. Because when you find your calling, your market fit, the thing that makes you feel like you matter, like what you're doing makes a difference, you get up and no matter how you're feeling that day, you have something to do. You have some purpose to aspire to. That's what this whole series has been about. It's been about how can you find your path. And if you made it to the end of this episode and you watched all the rest of the stuff that I had to say, I just want to thank you for your time. Everything in life will come together, but it's all going to come together one day at a time.